This is the first time this event's been run in nearly a decade. How is it being back at the track and competing again?
Well, I think it's just great we've brought it back. You know, this was a staple 10, 15 years ago when I was coming out of karting and transitioning into cars, and you always had every IndyCar driver here. You had 10 plus IndyCar drivers that would come out to this event, and it was great to be a part of it. It was the biggest race of the year. I think one year was like 110 entries. I think they had to send 30 home just because they could only fit 80 on the track. So this used to be a hallmark event in the karting community, and I'm glad we're bringing it back. I think we can grow it and get it back to where it used to be, but it's fun to be out here. I haven't karted much, so I'm noticing that. I probably need to pick my pace up a little bit, but I'm relying on Logan Adams this weekend, my teammate. I think he's on the pace, so I want him to bring it home for us this weekend.
And last thing, you just mentioned your teammate Logan Adams about to go out here for qualifying, and we've already seen a couple of groups run. What are you expecting out of this session?
Yeah, I think if we just have a good solid run, that'll be good. I don't know where we're going to stack up as far as the top times, but look, if we're in that top 5 grouping, that'd be really good for us. So I think that's the goal.
This is the first time we've seen this event in a long time. What do you feel just being back here?
Actually, I'm really enjoying it. A lot of fun. The track is, I haven't raced here for a long time, but the track hasn't changed. I've never driven a KA, so I got this huge bruise now. I got the padding, but it's fun, man. I look forward to seeing this event grow. It used to be really big, and I think next year they'll do a lot more promotion. We'll get more parts, but looking forward to the race.
How's the kart and the pace felt so far today and yesterday going into qualifying?
It's been okay. We're kind of like in that middle group of like a lot of people around the same lap time. There's just like 2 or 3 guys who are really fast, so we'll see what we can do in quali, and not that it matters much, to be honest. I think if you have a good race car, and pit stops and all that are going to play a huge part in this race, and actually whether you do 2 or 3 stops. So long day.
Well, best of luck to you. Thank you. Here with a fellow competitor and reigning USF Pro 2000 champion, Lochie Hughes. So, first of all, how's it been getting back into the kart after a long absence? I know we saw you at 2017 Super Nats, but other than that and a bit of a KZ running, it's been more in the car side. So how is it stepping back into a kart?
Yeah, it's definitely different. You're getting thrown around a lot more. I'm used to being all snug and not getting as many bruises. But no, it's fun. Just Jacob and I having a bit of fun out there, so it's, a good time.
Yeah, and last thing, we just talked, you just got off track from your qualifying session, and it wasn't quite what you were hoping for. What are you looking at, and what can you improve for tomorrow's race?
I don't know. I wish we knew. We lost a bit of pace there in quali, which was weird. We don't really know why. I felt all right, but just the lap time was just slow. So, we'll see. So we'll probably be starting at the back, so maybe we can do something wacko for the strategy tomorrow. We'll see.
Well, it's a long race tomorrow, so we'll be wishing the best of luck. Thank you, Lochie. Standing here with our top qualifying duo, Paulie Massimino put that kart up front. Tell me, Paulie, what was it like behind the wheel?
The kart felt great. I feel like we've been pretty decent throughout practice. We've been trying some different things. James did our long stint earlier this morning, and we thought it was pretty good. Then we swapped motors. I went out for a few laps just to make sure it was okay, and the pack's been pretty great. We had a little bit of a complaint yesterday. Made a few changes, went out again, and we thought it was better. Kart's been great. We have a really great pit crew, I feel. Brandon, Eddie, Aiden, Matt, my dad, Perez, Jonathan, all those guys, so they're doing a great job. We'll kind of see how it goes tomorrow, but we're feeling pretty good.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot different from what we're used to. We're used to 20 lap races at the most, so I like the longer races personally, so I feel like the first 20 laps is the hardest, and then after that it just hit one at a time, and it goes by fast when you stop thinking about it. So I think it'll be decent for tomorrow. We're trying to decide how many stops we're going to do still, and hopefully even with longer stints, I think doing 60-70 laps, I think we can both make it. I hope we can. I know some of the other IndyCar drivers, I know they're not used to a kart as much, so I think it'll be a little bit more difficult for them because, me and Paulie were in the kart almost every weekend. So I think it'll be good. Hopefully we can both make it, and we'll see from there.
So it sounds like the consensus within the paddock is we're in between 2 and 3 stops. Is there a side you're leaning towards, or are we still undecided and looking for more analysis?
We've definitely considered both. With the long stint, we just tried to see how much fuel we could save and how long we could make it, and it's right on the edge. I was trying to coast a lot, do all I could to save fuel, slow down a little bit, and it's definitely it's going to be tight to see if we can do 2 stops. So I think we'll think about it a lot tonight, kind of do some math, maybe see if we can maybe come up with something. I know some of the other teams like MPG, they got Billy, who he does this stuff every year for the Indy 500, so he's got a lot more experience doing the fuel mileage stuff. And yeah, we'll just see what we can come up with, what we think will be better.